Hello there. There are many things happening in business immigration today, and I am getting many questions from you. So I have decided to do another video. This one relates to I-9 verification and compliance. And as you probably know, those of you that are engaged in employment verification, we have had this wonderful flexibility on the in-person I-9 verification, but that also has created a lot of questions. So I'm going to be tackling some of those for you as we speak, and I'm probably going to be reading some because there is so much to remember. The Department of Homeland Security has again extended that flexibility where basically you don't have to verify the documents and the person in person if your work site is completely remote. And that is an if, so you have to make sure it's not everybody that is allowed to do this. It's if you are completely remote, then you could do a flexible a flexible verification whereby the person can show you the documents. They can do them on the phone, the fax, video, and when you reopen, then you do the actual in-person verification of the actual documents. But again, that has created a lot of questions. So here are some of the things, that questions and answers. So one is that flexibility is still in place, and the answer is yes. It became effective March 20th, 2020. And since then, they have extended it every 30 days. So it was extended, and now the next deadline is August 19th. And we expect that they are going to extend it again. So yes, this in-person verification flexibility is still in place, at least until August 19th, and hopefully for another 30 days after that. The next question that I've received is when a company representative completes Section 2 of the Form I-9 based on a virtual document review, should that person sign the Section 2? So again, this is someone is doing the verification remotely or using this flexibility. Do they sign Section 2 as the person that is verifying these documents? And the answer to that is yes. And then in addition to that, what the Department of State has said, that in the additional information field, the employer representative should write remote inspection completed on, and then the particular day that they did it, and then sign and complete Section 2. Now I'm looking at literally a Form I-9 that we've created for you as a sample, because sometimes I know that there is a lot of information, there's lots happening out there. So this is on our website, under the immigration subsection of our website. If you want to actually download it and look at it, we've created it for you. So again, the person doing the virtual verification will sign and date at the bottom in Section 2, and they will add under additional information, remote inspection, and the date. Next question that I've had is when the Form I-9 is updated based on this in-person document review, can the reviewer only indicate in the additional information field that the documents were examined in person or on the particular date? And the answer is yes, as long as it is the same person that did the virtual verification. So for example, I'm the HR director. I did the first virtual verification. I took the I-9 form. I entered the information under List A or List B and C. I made a note, remote inspection completed on whatever date. I signed Section 2. Now we're open, and I'm doing that in-person verification. The person comes in within 3 days, and they're giving me the documents. Basically, what I need to do at that point is I add another note into the additional field that said COVID-19 document physically examined or inspected on whatever date, and then I put my initials. So that is if it's the same person that did the initial verification is doing the physical document inspection. If it is a different person, so let's say the person that did the virtual review was the HR generalist in California, but the in-person review is happening here in Jacksonville by the HR director. If it is the different person, then that person should add the COVID-19 documents physically examined on whatever date, and then that person also it puts in the full name of the person and the date it was completed. And this one is an interesting one. What happens if the person provided as a list A document, let's say a passport, when you did the virtual verification, but when they come in and do the in-person verification, they don't bring the U.S. passport, they bring a driver's license and a social security card. Can you accept those documents? And the answer from USCIS has been, or the Department of Homeland Security, is yes. As long as they're on the list of acceptable documents, you can take those documents in. Again, if you want to see a sample of what this would look like, completed, go to our website and download this form from there. One more that I want to address, because this is happening more and more, because it's taking so long for conditional legal permanent residents to get their full green card. Many of them are waiting for a year and a half to actually get those conditions removed. And I am getting calls from clients saying, how do, my stamp has expired, the letter that USCIS sent me has expired. How do I obtain evidence that I am still in legal status and just waiting for my case to be finally adjudicated? The USCIS provided this guidance, so I'm passing it on to you because I literally have about 10 clients in this situation right now. With the elimination, often in the past, what I would say is for the person to go to USCIS online and create an InfoPass appointment. That has disappeared. So now this is a burdensome process, but it's what is available. So if you need to get verification that you're still in a status and you're pending the conditions removed from the legal permanent residency card, you start by calling USCIS. Contact the USCIS Service Center at 1-800-375-5283 and explain what the situation is and request an appointment at the USCIS local office so that you can get a temporary I-551 stamp as the evidence of your lawful status. If you're not able to secure that appointment, then the next call that you should make is to the Department of Justice, their hotline, and their number is 1-800-255-7688, and they potentially will be able to help you get the appointment through USCIS. So 2 numbers to call to follow up on so that you can get your temporary stamp and evidence of your continuation of employment. I know there's a lot of information there. I was wondering how to do it. Hopefully this is helpful for you. Again, I welcome your questions. We're here to help you. And thank you for your partnership, your viewership, and your support. Take care.